Web Design, North Carolina's leader in website development, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and application development. My name is Austin Nash. I'm the owner and founder of the business, established in 2018, and I'm here to welcome you on the homepage and go through a couple of things on this side of why a website matters so much to you, why we offer it as a service, and why it's something that you need to be investing in if you haven't already, and if you have already, why it's worth upgrading it a little bit. So first thing that we're going to get into is obviously getting more customers. That's usually the first thing that comes to mind for a lot of people. Having a website allows you to get more customers from SEO and social media. If you don't already know what SEO is, we'll go deeper into that later on in this video and in another video. But having a website allows you and friends of yours to share your website on social media through advertisements, organic posts, Facebook groups. By the way, we've got a completely free Facebook group that I'll put here or here. We've got like 41,000 members, all local business owners in North Carolina. And if you become a client of ours, buy any of our services, you get a couple extra perks, but everything is free. So social media is the first one. SEO, so SEO stands for search engine optimization. That allows you, it's basically the practice of ranking higher in search engines for specific terms, right? So if you run a landscaping company, we just signed a guy on in Kannapolis, right, in North Carolina. So what we're doing is when we need to get his business higher up to get him more clients in Google, for when someone that's looking for that product or service Google's, in his example, landscaping company Kannapolis, NC, landscaping company Mooresville, NC, landscaping company near me, landscaper near me, landscaper Kannapolis, hardscape design Kannapolis, NC, stuff like that. You kind of get the gist. So that's SEO. Number two is branding. So branding is a big part of your website and your social media that a lot of people neglect and don't really think about. So you can just throw up a website, right, that looks decent, right, that's got your information on there, but what does that convey to your customer? It conveys to your customer that your business itself is just halfway decent, right? So if you want to have a good looking website, or a good looking business to your customer, you have to have a good looking website. If your website looks amazing, they're going to think your company's amazing and your quality is top notch. If it's just decent, they're going to think your quality is just decent. Your customer service is just decent. Your pricing is just decent, right? So these three tabs I have right here, make your customers worth more, right? So up here, we're going to get you more customers through SEO, social media, sharing, ads, stuff like that. But here with the branding, this is where you make your customers worth more, right? So with a better brand, you're able to charge a higher price for your product or service, right? That's why I have on a polo shirt, right? And I'm willing to pay more for a polo shirt than I am for a shirt at Walmart, right? Because of the branding behind it, right? So it's the same thing with your business, whether you run a roofing business, landscaping, plumbing, electrical, floors, painting, no matter what type of business you have, branding plays a big role that a lot of people usually neglect, because you can charge a higher price, make more profits with less work. Second thing we're going to go into is making sales easier, right? So I know a lot of us have this feeling as small business owners, so you try to put in a competitive quote to get the business, or you're constantly having to follow up with people. You're dealing with clients that are looking at other options. Well, the reason that they're looking at all these other options and you're having to fight so hard for the sale, it's not because they don't want to buy that product or service. Otherwise, they never would have reached out to you. It's because your branding isn't good enough to compel them to want to buy it right now. They're looking for another option that has better branding, right? That conveys a higher brand, right? Higher quality, because they're associating the quality of website and the type of website you have with the quality and type of service that you're going to provide. So the sales that you're going to make are going to come easier instead of having to call someone 4 times or 5 times. Or if you're running e-commerce, instead of having to market to someone 5 or 6 or 7 times with remarketing, you're able to get that sale on the first or second click, first or second call, right? Which saves you time if you're still making sales calls, or it saves an employee time, which saves you money, and increases productivity, which increases your revenue. So third thing with branding is your higher conversion rate. So higher conversion rate is kind of the same thing as making sales easier, but just as far as this is more so on the actual website itself. So a higher conversion rate means out of 100 people that visit your website, right, you might have 3 people or 5 people go through and actually fill out a quote form or fill out a contact form or give you a call, right? So if it's 3 people out of 100, you have a 3% conversion rate, right? You might have a 1% conversion rate or a 0.5% conversion rate with a bad website, right? Now, would it be worth it for you to invest in a higher quality website so that you can increase that conversion rate from 0.5% to 5% or 6%? Right? If you go from 0.5% to 5%, that's a 10x increase in your return on the advertising that you're doing, right? That's a 10x return on all the Facebook posts you're making, 10x return on all the shares that people are sharing of your Facebook post, 10% or 10 times increase on the Google SEO dollars that you're spending, on the Facebook ad dollars that you're spending. So that's the third thing with branding, is increasing your conversion rate. Number 3, automation. Right? So we don't just build websites to make them look pretty, right? Or to just make them, just to have them sit there and do nothing, right? They need to increase sales and increase productivity. So with automation on our websites, we collect customer information automatically, right? So you don't have to, or you, a salesperson of yours, does not have to call someone on the phone or text someone on the phone or meet in person to collect their information. We've got contact forms that are automated, built into every website that we build, where if someone is interested in your product or service, they go through basically your online sales pitch, which is what we build your website as. Hey, why would you choose us? These are the services that we offer. These are the areas that we service. These are the products that we have. And this is why you should do business with us. Okay, and then at the end, oh, I want to do business with you. Oh, do I have to call someone, text someone? What if it's after hours? What if someone's busy on the phone? You don't have to worry about that anymore, because we have automated contact forms where they fill in their name, phone number, what service are you interested in, what's your email address, what's your contact information, okay, and tell us more specifics about your project. They fill all that information out on the contact form, click submit, and then it goes to your email or the email of your sales team. So then they can follow up with them, and all you have to do is close the sale. So that's collecting customer information, systemized quotes. We have the ability to implement systemized quotes into the website itself. So it's basically would be an extension of your contact form where people can fill out, okay, this is the service that I want. Okay, these are my dimensions, or this is my yard size, or this is how many of these products that I need. I need this service this often, or this is what I need, and it can produce a systemized quote for someone to view and then just go ahead and pay online. So you really don't even have to have someone contact a salesperson. It can all be automated, making you sales 24/7. Replicatable sales pitch is part of the automation. You kind of got a gist of that throughout the rest of this video previous to this. But your website is basically a replicatable sales pitch. So just like I'm talking to you now, I'm explaining the benefits and the pros of doing business with us and buying a product or service from us. It's going to be the exact same thing with your website, right? So your website is going to go from welcoming the customer, explaining the services and products that you offer, the differences between you and your competitors, why you should do business with us, any guarantees or product information, and then finally a contact form that automates all of this, right? So then your website is a sales pitch on demand. So you can send it to as many people as you meet out in public. You can share it as many times as you want on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all the social medias, LinkedIn. Put it on your t-shirts, on your company truck, and you've basically got a sales pitch working for you 24/7. So instead of having to make one every time and say the same things, because we all love doing that. So valuation is number 4. And this is my favorite one, and one that people almost never think about. Whenever someone contacts me and they're looking for a website or a marketing system, sometimes with our hiring marketing clients they mention this, but one thing people overlook is the valuation that this adds, or the valuation ad that contributes to your business from your website and your social media marketing. Especially nowadays, your website and your marketing and the sales that you make, it's almost exclusively going to come from online. If you're established for a long period of time, you may be getting a good bit of word of mouth, and you may be doing fine like that. But even if you're getting a decent amount of business from word of mouth, you're missing out on a lot from this, right? When someone comes to buy your business, the number one question that they're going to ask you is, okay, how are you getting customers, and how much are you making a year, and what are your margins? Whenever someone comes to loan you money as a loan against your business, or if they come to purchase it. So higher business value. Whenever you buy a website, it increases your business value from all these things that I listed before. You're increasing your automation, you're increasing your branding, and you're getting more customers. So you're making more money with less effort at a faster rate. And it's an easier system for someone to purchase. If I'm going to purchase a system or purchase a business, I don't want to purchase a business where I buy it and then 24/7 I have people calling me and I am forced to answer those phone calls and make those sales, or things don't happen and the business doesn't make money, right? I want to, if I'm going to buy a system or a business, I want to buy something that can almost run on autopilot, or that can be is an easy enough system where I can buy it and keep the employees that are there, or if those employees decide to leave, I can hire more employees that can easily run that system for me and generate me revenue. Future exit, that plays into the higher business value. Obviously, future exit, some people think about it, some people don't. Maybe you're wanting to pass the business down to a family member, but a lot of us, even if you're thinking of that, anything can happen. Maybe your son or daughter doesn't want to run a business. Maybe they start their own. Maybe the landscape of your industry changes a lot, and automation comes in and takes a lot of jobs in that industry, or something shifts and there's not a big as large of a demand as there was when you were in the business. So in that instance, you may look at a future exit, and having a better website, having better branding, having better automation, and getting more customers is going to increase that valuation, which puts more money in your pocket when you decide to sell the business. So business financing and loans. Obviously, a lot of you guys have applied for a business loan before, gotten a business loan, gotten financing against your business or a piece of real estate that you have. Business financing and loans, anytime you go to try to acquire financing for your business, they're pretty much the only thing they're going to look at is your website and your finances. Because they're not going to, a lot of the time it's big corporate banks, they're not going to come in person and look at your warehouse or look at your office or interview your employees. That's why this branding is so important, because that is the interpretation and the view that they're going to have on your business when they decide to or not to give you a loan, and if so, for how much. How reputable is your business? How long have you been established? How much are they investing in research and development? Are they investing in their brand? Is this a sustainable business that has market share in the area that it's in? And is it even the best competitor in its area? What's the likelihood of this business going out of business or getting market share taken from it because it hasn't invested in its social media and its website, So those are the four things that really matter to us when we build you a website. The things that we keep in mind, once again, get you more customers through social media, branding, making those customers worth more and easier to sell to, automation, collecting customer information, systemized quotes, reputable sales pitch, and then lastly, we just covered your valuation when you decide to sell your business or get financing for your business. So I appreciate you stopping by, checking out our homepage, and checking out this video. If you stay up to the end, feel free to drop a comment below and join our Facebook group. It's North Carolina Small Business Advertising, or North Carolina Small Business Advertising by carolinaswebdesign.com. We are the biggest business owner Facebook group in North and South Carolina. It's completely free to join. We've got 41,000 members. And if you're getting in the market for a website or some social media marketing, you don't really have the budget, or maybe you just get a website but you're waiting on the marketing, you can go there and start generating sales and leads for free, and then come back and then reinvest in your business. So thank you for watching. My name is Austin Nash. I'm the owner at carolinaswebdesign.com. If you're interested in having us make a website for you, go ahead and click one of the pop-ups below, or if you're on the home page, just scroll down and feel free to call my head of design and general manager, Bryce Adkins. It's the 517-775 number below. Feel free to call him for a free consultation, and he can run through your business and tell you what we can do for you. Thanks again. Have a good day.